Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Friday Sews. My name is Tanya, and this is the channel where we create the atmosphere for you to celebrate your grace, beauty, and style. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for clicking that play button and watching my video once again. And all of you that are new, welcome to Friday Sews, which was created by Jen at Today in Jen's Sewing Room. She wanted to bring the sewing community together so that we can talk a little bit about sewing and a little bit about life and share with you what's going on in our sewing room. And hopefully we can inspire you to sew and continue to sew on your journey as well. Now, I was inspired by a fellow YouTuber. Her name is Rebecca, and she's over at Tribeca Designs here on YouTube. I will put her information in the description so that you can go follow her because I love her energy. I love her designs, and she's been doing some pretty good upcycles these days. I wasn't inspired to do one myself. This is my very first total upcycle jacket, and I'm using the army green colors because today is Veterans Day, so I wanted to share this with you. So I'm excited to share everything about this jacket and the pattern I used and what materials I used as well. So let's get started. So let's talk about this jacket and some of the details here. The pattern that I use is a McCall's pattern. It's 7877, and I used View C. So as you see, there are 4 different views, and I will show you the line drawings as well. So you have quite a few options. You've got options to color block, right? Color blocking the arms. Now, the suggested fabrics for this pattern is your faux shearling double-sided fabrics. But what in the world is shearling fabric? So I had to look that up. So it's like fake sheepskin material. So as you see here, I guess that does look like sheepskin material. I don't know. But I would think you could use like a fleece material, something soft and cozy that you can make with this. Because this was already quilted, that's what gave me the idea to make a jacket out of it. So I decided to do that. So the 2 materials that I use, the quilted material here is from a chair cover, like an oversized chair cover. And there are 2 different sides to this. You've got your leaves on one side, and then it was plain on the other side. And this waffle cotton here, it looked like it might have been like a table runner because there were tassels at the end of the runner. This pattern is meant for you to see the raw edges. So you're overlapping where the seams are. You want to select materials that will not fray on the edge there. But what I end up doing is sewing regular seams. I didn't overlap it here like it is in the pattern instructions. I just went ahead and did regular seams, which made me had to add additional parts to this so that you would not see the raw edge here. For the front facing, I added a front facing, and I want to show you the pockets because you only cut the pocket once, and show you there so you'll see how it's stitched from the outside for the pocket there. And I added a facing down here so that I can turn that in because otherwise that would have been a raw edge. And then I just did a simple hem, 5/8 inch hem there. I also cut the collar twice as well, right? So that I can avoid the raw edge for the collar. Now, there are 8 pattern pieces, not too bad, to this, right? You had your collar, your pockets, your arms. You got 2 parts to the arm, right? I love this detail here. I just love it. And you had your bottom front, your bottom back, your top front and back as well. So that's how you get your 8 pieces. Now, it's marked as average, and I would agree that it is an average sew. The size that I cut out was a size 18, and that was for a full bust of 46.5. If I would have cut out the 16, it would have been a 44.5, and I would have had just enough room to kind of close it up. But there's no notions for this, so there's no buttons. I may add, I may actually make a belt for this, but I rather have it open so that I'm not getting too hot. It's meant to just be open, so there's no fastener here. It's meant, right? And maybe I can add a belt to this as well. You could wear it like this, right? You could also add a button if you wanted to. So I may just do that. I might add a snap or something there. And if I wanted to, I can add a button there. So you have a lot of variety with this jacket, right? This here was a part of the edge of the cover. There's these greens ties to tie around the chair, and I use those as like bias tape for my collar here. And then I added some more design and put it at the bottom here just to give it some design. Now that I think of it, I should have put it here too, but yeah, I thought that was something different. So that is my jacket, McCall's 7877. And so I finished that this week. Also, I am working on a faux leather skirt, and I decided to go with Simplicity 9755, right? What is this, View B? And it's coming along pretty good. Now, it says this skirt is supposed to be worn below the waist. So I end up cutting really a size too big by paying attention to that. I cut out a size 24, but I think I should have just cut out a size 22. Now the size 24, it was below the waist of 41. And below the waist, I am a 41, but my waist is a 39. I think I'm over about 6 inches. So let me show you what the skirt is looking like. I love how it's coming together though. Now I just got to take it up in the back and make it smaller, okay? All right, so here is the faux leather skirt. You've got the 2 pockets in there. And as you see on the back side, that is how much bigger I made this. So this is about 6 inches, right? That I'm gonna have to take that in. But I love how it's coming together. My first time really doing a fly front. Didn't quite do it exactly how I was supposed to, but that's okay for my first time. I'm gonna get it together the next go around. I decided to use Ankara for the facing for that inside. Although it is soft, it feels like a suede in the inside. I thought this would be a lot flatter for the waist to use the Ankara there. So this is the skirt that is going along with my leopard print top that I made in my last video. But that's the beginning. I love it for my first time of that fly front, right? Got the zipper in there. It's coming along. All right, what else we got going on? Next, I'm going to be working on McCall's 8142. I've already done view B, and I'm going to be working on view A. My intentions is to make this dress for my birthday, which is next Saturday. Let me show you the fabric that I'll be using for this dress. All right, so I know I've talked about this fabric. I'm loving it. So that is what I'm going to be using. McCall's 8142 with this stretch velvet. That's going to be a perfect match. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to get this done this week in time for my birthday. My son is going to take me out to dinner, so this would be a perfect wear. I'm thinking about pairing it up with McCall's 8438 View C because there's no sleeves. And I believe, you know, if it's cold out, which it is starting to get cold here, that might be a good match. Using the same material. Actually, I would use the same material. So we'll see how that comes along. A little bit about life. I did it again. I did another 5K, and I'll show you some photos of that and my my medal that I got from that. So I'm trying to keep that going throughout the year to do 5K. I ran half and half. I walked and ran some. They took us through communities, so it was a different route than just going in a circle. We went all through communities, which was nice. This was for the police department in their mentorship program. So that was the purpose of the run. It was a pumpkin run for DeKalb County Police to help their program. So that was great. And then I had an opportunity to spend some time with my son. We did some pottery. We created some pottery from scratch, which was very fun. I've always wanted to do that with the spinning dial and make your own pottery. So I'll add some photos to that as well. Well, I think that's about it. I've got you all caught up. I thank you all for joining me for another Friday Sews. If you have made it this far, I would love for you to subscribe and press the like button. Thank you for being here, and see you the next time. Have a lovely day.